Good evening, classmates. My name is Natalia Andrea Diaz Cespens. I'm a student of foreign languages with emphasis on English this semester, CCA2 Italito. I would like my partner Sofia introduce herself to you.
Good evening. I am Igna Sofia Sanchez Calderon. I am a student of the third semester of the Licenciature in Foreign Languages with emphasis in English. Well, I will start by saying that the video, even though a little long, is quite interesting. Although I would have like understand it a little more.
Thank you, Sofia. Now, Angela, please.
Hello, good night, everyone. My name is Angela Rosa Becerra Pelayo. I study Agri in foreign languages. I like English Tama. I study in the University UNAT.
Thank you. Now, Jesus, please.
Good evening. My name is Jesus Manuel Imbachi. I study licenciatura en lenguas extranjeras con énfasis en inglés in the Universidad Nacional Abierta y a Distancia. Today I am in the course English 3.
Good, Jesus. Oliver, please.
Good evening. My name is Jose Oliver Murcia. I'm from Pitalito, Huila. I'm a student in University UNAD. Eh, I have a licenciature in English. Yes.
Good. Let's start socialization of the question about the September 11 attack on the Twin Tower and the Pentagon. Number one, could the U.S. Air Force have prevent the attack? You, Sophia, please. Sophia.
Ok, lo siento. According to the video, the air defense network had on September 11 predictable and effective procedures to deal with such an attack. However, he didn't respond in timely manner until the attack ended more than an hour and a half after it had begun.
Thank you, Sophia. You answer, Angela, please.
According the question first, taking into account the information obtained in the video, we realized that the attacks could have been avoided if the intelligence community had contacted the United States Air Force. Okay.
Thank you, Angela. Your answer, Jesus, please.
Okay. My answer is yes, because them in this time have four projects of air security. But the vice president did not order to shut down the terrorist planes. This is all my answer.
Thank you, Jesus. And your answer, Oliver, please.
Eh, the could use are for how prevented the attacks. It could not have been prevented the attacks the avoid for verify one might away impossibility study for immediate attacks.
Thank you, Oliver. And my answer is yes. US Air Force could prevent the attack. Is the nation more morally worse? The US Air Force is trying for to react in 5 minutes and to stop attack suicide. They have the intelligence more advanced of the world. They can intercept the codes of the aircraft that violate their territory. And on the 11th day of September 2001, the U.S. Air Force were training precisely for avoid an attack, and their reaction to our letter is very illogical. Now, the question number 2, were the twin tower deliberately demolition by explosives? The answer, Sophia, please.
Okay, thank you. The several degrees of the destruction of the Twin Tower recognize that the observer feature of the collapses are not consistent with gravity-driven collapses and postulate additional inputs of energy by some means. Okay, no more.
Thank you, Sophia. Your answer, Angela, please. Angela, your answer.
Sorry, one moment, please. I am pressing a difficult. No,
Okay,
one moment.
okay, let's. Uh, your answer, Jesus, please.
Okay, in this point, so it is a conspiracy theory. Several bomb blasts were fired in the building during the collapse. Mm, also still remains studied at the University of Copenhagen, containing nanothermites, which hit the steel to melt. Mm, yeah. On the other hand, the so symmetrical fall of the towers allows questioning about a controlled demolition. No more.
Thank you, Jesus. And your answer, Oliver, please.
Okay. Eh, where did this towards delivery demolish by explosives? Eh, eh, if the tower is demolished tower by explosive, the college by people when persecuted. The theory of planet explosive uh, based on the way where it fails during construction the tower was designed to fall during a controlled manner. Manner. Okay.
Thank you, Oliver. And my answer is I think so because analyzing the videos and the people say that detonation were here. Also seeing the videos, it can be see a little explosion in the same tower can be seen with more clarity. Also, be the why as of falling from building. It is a controlled demolition with nanothermites. Angela, ready?
Yes, when according to the second question, the Twin Towers were demolished by the impact of planes that were hiked by the terrorists and by bombs that they had left in different places of the building, so they collapsed in a matter of seconds and caused the building to completely destroyed.
Thank you, Angela. The question number 3. Were some people forewarned about the attack? Your answer, Sophia.
Okay, according to the information, there is evidence that a group of Pentagon officials were warned avoid attack targets. The small number of people with operational knowledge and control of the plan were likely willing participants whose stake in the plan's success was sufficiently persuasive. According to the information, the much larger number of people whose actions were necessary to execute the plan were likely, for the most part, entirely willing participants in the murder plans.
Thank you, Sophia. Your answer, Angela, please.
Okay. The people who were warned of the attacks belong to Hyder, an intelligence ranks that belonged to the United States government. Okay.
Thank you, Angela. Your answer, Jesus, please.
Okay, my answer in this point is very short. So I think some people know it of terrorist attack during the catastrophe. No more.
Thank you, Jesus. Your answer, Oliver, please.
Okay. And some police in different, excuse me, different knew about the attacks, but, but did not pay much attention. Him, he too is being suspicious in the attacks. There were more than 30. The many minutes were many greves. Okay.
Thank you, Oliver. And my answer is, I think yes. As the attacks, the most of the power executives didn't go toward the Twin Towers. In addition, 50% of the as people think there was a conspiracy. The question number 4. Was the Pentagon really hit by an aeroplane? Your answer, Sophia, please.
Okay, the answer to the question, according to the videos, a larger number of eyewitness encounter described a larger airliner approaching the Pentagon and crashing into it. A number of these eyewitnesses expressed shock and disbelief at how the airliner had seemingly vanished in the wake of the crash.
Thank you, Sophia. Your answer, Angela.
Okay. The attack. Um, yes. The Pentagon was crashed by an airplane, which is estimated to be large, according to the studies present in the video, in which it was analyzed that in intercepting the place directly in order to affect red.
Thank you, Angela. Your answer, Jesus, please.
About if was the Pentagon really hit by an airplane? Mm, the official version sure so it happened. But research say that not found black boxes of airplane. I think about it result very logical because should have been these boxes.
Thank you, Jesus. And your answer, Oliver, please.
Okay. In the Pentagon was hit be the planets in some with the planets split in floor floor was mal con, contributed where the were explosive and that is how the tower collapse collapse.
Thank you, Oliver. And my answer is that is not now exactly because there is only one video and it's not clear, but it's not a commercial aircraft by the by the dimensions of the hole left by the explosion. It is said that it could be a missile. A big plan could not be because it's not possible that that flies 6 meters above the ground. Air currents are not strong. The question 5, could the attack have been prevented? Your answer, Sophia, please.
Okay. The answer to the question, he 11 September attacks could have been avoided. The U.S. National Security Agency and ASA had not ignored the surveillance system devised by one of its former analysts.
Thank you, Sophia. Your answer, Angela, please.
And my answer the question 5. The attacks could have been avoided if they had taken the necessary precautions in the important places of the city and airports because there were warnings made before the warning of what they had planned and of the way in which the planet to attack.
Thank you, Angela. Your answer, Jesus, please.
Mm, I I believe um, it was be prevent who were them would have one signs the structure of towers was strong and very well built.
No more, Jesus.
No more.
Thank you. And your answer, Oliver?
Okay. Could the attacks have been prevented? Um, from the point of when the attacks could have been avoided, the understand have Erwin have the power and wanted to have more power for the or the or the contestar have a lot intelligent which could have to pit the attacks in avoid the much innocence the the ant. Okay.
Thank you, Oliver. My answer is yes, of course, but it wasn't like that. Military force didn't react in time. Very probably because mostly the day of the attack, they were in training, as I mentioned before. In the Pentagon, the attack could also be avoided if the Air Force plan had received orders on time. They were located 5 minutes before. The question 6, was Osama bin Laden really captured and killed? Your answer, Sophia, please.
Okay, a suspect in unlikely to be convicted of murder solid on the basis of a video on someone with only a faint resemblance and a different voice confessing. Apparently, the bar for proving will is much lower when the prosecutor is the U.S. administration and the punishment is the bombing of thousands of innocent people.
Thank you, Sophia. Your answer, Angela, please.
According to the information, the terrorist Osama bin Laden was killed and submitted to the authorities, although there are several theories that deny this by different tests, such as videos that were presented and that led to the assumption that he was alive. Ready.
Thank you, Angela. Your answer, Jesus, please.
Mm, about this point, happened something strange. First, the official version tell that Osama bin Laden was captured and killed, but have conspired because all done was covered. For example, testimonies of a soldier who says that in the helicopter accident, most of the team died, or the accidental declaration of a First Lady of Pakistan, in which she mentions the murder of Osama bin Laden be um, by the Pakistani government in the past, um, long before the Geronimo operation that is supposed to have captured and executed him. Uh, the stranger thing is that the First Lady was killed shortly after the interview. No more. Thanks.
Thank you, Jesus. Your answer, Oliver, please.
Eh, was Osama bin Laden really captured and killed? Well, Osama bin Laden was not captured, was assassinated with giving his an 18 time in home. Um, okay.
Thank you, Oliver. My answer is according to the governments, yes. They say that the ACA army handed over Osama to the United States military forces in poor health, and then he was killed and were thrown in. On there is no evidence that they really proves his death, only some photos. The question 7 was 9/11 caused by the American government on purpose. Your answer, Sophia, please.
Okay. Carrying out its constitutional responsibilities to the people, the Bush administration was indeed utterly incompetent in reaching its insiders and their cronies and evading criminal accountability for its acts. It couldn't have been more competent.
Thank you, Sophia. Your answer, Angela.
According to the videos and the evidence, I consider that there was a lot of information hidden and omitted, infiltrate people, so that the attacks could be carried out successfully and in the places planned to the obtain benefits. Therefore, I consider that there was a considerate omission of important people with final objectives.
Thank you, Angela. Your answer, Jesus. Jesus, your answer.
Okay. Mm, mm, was 9/11 caused by the American government on purpose? Yes, of course. The target of United States was obtained a justification to the world to bring down the Middle East and own the oil companies. It's all I believe.
Thank you, Jesus. And you, Oliver, please.
Okay. In my opinion, in the power of all was cast by the understand and governed, did it the excuse and the understand government has have to the the power. Um, okay,
Thank you, Oliver. My answer, it wasn't possible to prove that were truth, but also that not. There are many doubt about that attack, and everything indication that that it was a strategy to create a new war and thus obtain more resources and the power of the Middle East and its oil. Um, your answer, Sophia.
Number question. What number question?
Oh no,
To finish?
no,
To finish question?
no more questions.
Okay. Um, okay, classmate, thank you for allowing to share the development on the first part of activity 2. Blessing for all and happy night.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thanks. Thanks for
Thank
all.
you so much.
Thank you, partners.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye. Good night.